Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys, and welcome back to another reaction. Alex Terrible doing another Doom Eternal cover, which he is perfect for. And based on the popularity of the last song, he's like, yeah, I got to do another one. I think, first of all, the soundtrack to Doom Eternal is phenomenal. They had a bunch of metal artists come in, do a bunch of like vocals, and kind of insert the different music. The music in general in the game has elevated it to kind of a whole different stratosphere for me. So Alex doing another cover totally makes sense for me. Let's see if he switches it up or if he's going to do the same kind of style, because he wanted to differentiate in some kind of way or add some kind of flavor to it that the other song doesn't have. So let's see what he does with this particular cover. He could not be more Russian with an Adidas. Like, and this is like the old school Adidas. So I'm already happy that he definitely switched it up. It has a different flow to it. It almost has a hip hop feel to it, but it has that death metal vocals and obviously a faster kind of rhythm and pace. And I love what he's doing here. I think it's really, really cool. I can't tell if he's singing in Russian. It almost seems like it's in Russian, but with those kind of really altered kind of vocals, you can't really tell sometimes what you're saying. But I'm in it. And obviously the Berserk poster is awesome. Yeah, Mick Gordon did such a good job with the soundtrack. I didn't find the first Doom 2016 soundtrack to be as good. A lot of people really praise that Mick Gordon really kind of knocked it out of the park. I usually like to notice it in the game, and I didn't as much. Whereas with Doom Eternal, it really was front and center and almost part of the atmosphere, which is why I think it was better. And it lends itself very, very well to his Alex's lyrics and kind of vocals. I think they kind of match made in heaven. I think Alex should literally reach out to Mick Gordon. They should do a project together. I feel like Alex almost became a character, and sometimes he really gets into that character. I imagine he's probably pretty chill in real life, and not this intense all the time. Even like the way he's trying to hype himself up between choruses or like vocal lines is sometimes to me borderline comical. But I'm still with it because I just enjoy his energy. He has a very infectious energy to him, and I think that's why Slaughter to Prevail is where they are. Is his energy and Igor's kind of drumming, despite the fact that both guitarists and drum and the bass, they're also really good. But you know, somebody has to kind of stand out and lead in the band for people to kind of take notice. Like, I really love this about this band. I'm dubbing this deathcore rap. What looks like, you know what I appreciate? It looks like one shot, the whole thing of him performing this, so it can be live footage. Obviously, then he slides the track on top of that. It wasn't probably the whole way he does it here because of the mask. He's putting it on and off. This song is a little bit long. I think it overstays just its welcome just a little bit. Like I thought the first Doom Eternal cover he did was just long enough, but it's not really his fault. It's the song itself that's longer. Probably he should have cut it to be a little bit shorter. Because it's also not, you know, some soundtrack music, it's not made for repeated consumption because of how it needs to create a mood in video games, but on the listening it can be very repetitive, and it is. The song is a little bit on the repetitive side, despite how good it all is. And with just his lyrics and kind of different vocal styles, he is spicing it up, but honestly I feel a little bit like, okay, probably should have ended just a little bit sooner than it does. What I enjoy about Alex and all the guys of Slaughter to Prevail is they're essentially doing what black metal artists did with their get ups and their corpse paint and trying to kind of get this sort of level of like almost intimidation into their music. But he does it very self-aware. He understands that some of it can be overboard, maybe even a little bit goofy. But it's also the reason why you like this band, because not a lot of people do this kind of thing. Another one is Doctor Living Dead. They like to wear masks where they perform. To have your own kind of gimmick and shtick to the music. But if the music wasn't quality, people wouldn't stick around with them for very long. And it's a testament that their music is good to people because they're only growing in popularity, and he's growing as a YouTuber. It's also just a phenomenon for me to think about that there's world famous artists spawning from YouTube. You know, it's like it's still a new concept because I'm in my 30s. It's still a new concept that somebody that YouTube is a job for many people. For me, it's still very much a hobby. I'll be honest with you guys. I do get monetized, but it's very little, and it's like I'm doing it for the love of it, not because I'm getting a whole bunch of money for it. It would be nice to have a combination of both, of course, because then you could dedicate more time to it. But it's just an interesting phenomenon to understand that people really utilized every platform at their disposal to do what they love, to get paid for what they love, and their fans support them because they want to see more from them. It's just, I love this era of kind of entertainment in general. And I gotta say, the masks are pretty cool, the ones he's creating. I've kind of said everything I have to say on this particular song. I'm in for it. I love the energy. It's even if I don't always like the music, in this particular case I do like the music and I do like his vocals. Even though I don't like every Slaughter to Prevail song, I just love what they stand for. And for me, that's a big plus sometimes. So for me, keep checking something out. That being said, let me hear from your opinions as well. Those of you guys who are just metal fans and never played Doom Eternal and you consider playing video games, I'm going to tell you guys, that's one phenomenal video game. And I'm going to leave the floor to you guys. Stay safe out there, keep it metal, and take care of yourselves.